Nothing like a first stream to just absolutely be awkward and awful. Hi out there, it's me, Eloise, and welcome to my first stream. And if it wasn't super chaotic, then it wouldn't be on brand. And I am accompanied today by my lovely guest host, Emma Bennett. Would you like to introduce yourself, Emma?
Oh, okay. I'm Emma Bennett. I have a YouTube channel myself. I write contemporary romance mainly, but I'm writing a Regency romance at the moment, and I write children's picture books and non-fiction for writers. I'm also a freelance developmental editor and a book coach, and I teach a writing class. I do loads and loads of things, and I talk about them on my channel.
Yes, Emma is lovely. And she also agrees with me that Greek mythology is the actual Roman Empire. We both think about Greek mythology a lot. I think she's actually named her two dogs after a couple of characters from the Trojan War.
They're my princes.
Yes. Paris and Hector, right? Yeah. Yes, I love that. And hi, I'm Eloise, published author of a historical adult fantasy novel, which is the first in a series called Legend of the Amazons. Maiden of Artemis is out today anywhere books are sold in both paperback and ebook. I promise that your copy will look a lot less used than this one.
Not for long, because everyone's going to be reading it so much.
Yes,
hopefully. All tatty. They're going to have to reorder. It's going to be a whole thing.
Just all of them. Well, everyone's who is in the chat is in luck, because you are automatically signed up for a giveaway at the end of this stream for a signed copy. And that's not just for American viewers, it's also international, because I know there's a lot of lovely British and international fans in the chat. Thank you all for being here. I feel so loved. And I'm trying to hide how nervous I am. But yes, so here we are. So I do have kind of a plan for today, so we're not too off the rails. Because if you've watched any of my videos, it'll all seem very neat and orderly, but I ramble and rant a lot. And I have a work call at like 2, so I'm trying to get everything I want accomplished in time. So before I talk a little bit more about my book, if you can, what is it? Hug the like button like koalas hug trees. That would be great.
Oh, that's one of Andy's.
Yes, I agree, Richard. Down with work. And I guess before I start talking about the book really quick, before we get into the games, so there will be games, giveaways, and a little bit about the book and chatting and stuff. I just wanted to pop into the chat and say hi to everybody because I feel so loved and was not expecting such a turnout. Thank you. Have to scroll all the way to the top. Hi, Richard and Emma and Alexa. Hi, Alexa. And Alicia. Oh my gosh, Alicia was in play with me in community college, and I hope she picks up on one of the Easter eggs I have in the book for a couple of my character names. A little bit of we were in Midsummer Night's Dream together.
Who did you play?
I played
Helena. Please say Helena.
I did. I played Helena, and Alicia played Hermia.
You're perfect for Helena. How did I know that?
It was very fun. I was obnoxious, but it was so much fun. That was the peak of my acting career, so I'm done with that now. And hi to Martin, lovely Martin, and Steven. Hi, Steven. Always in my videos. Thank you, Steven. I can count on you for anything. Hi, Andy. And Nikki. Hi, Nikki. And Mark. Okay, so my employer's the best. Just my coworkers popping into the chat. My boss is in here somewhere too. I promise I'm going to work after this. They're awesome. Okay. And Karen, oh my God, Karen. Hi, everyone. I love you all. I feel so loved. Let me just do one more quick little summary of this. So, adult historical fantasy set in ancient Greece, exploring the origins of the Amazons. For those of you who aren't as familiar with Greek mythology, the Amazons were the ferocious warrior tribe made up of women. Wonder Woman is the DC's take on the Amazons. So, but this is going for more of there's still the fantasy vibe with the gods, and the gods are involved, but it's focused on Otrera, the first queen of the Amazons. And it's going to be the series is her whole journey from going from slave to badass warrior queen. So book one, she is given a quest by Artemis and tries to fulfill it. She thinks she's done it. Should I read the blurb, or I could just read it on Amazon? There's a link in the description of the video to pop over there if you're interested in it. Ebook, paperback. Where was I? Giveaways. I don't know. Emma, you can let me know if I'm being too crazy and all over.
You're not being too crazy. It's publication day. You can be as crazy as you like.
I should have got like confetti cannons. So the giveaways, there's going to be 3 giveaways today. All will be the signed paperback copies. The first I will announce for the Instagram. There were, I think, 4 people that commented and shared my post. So those people will qualify for that giveaway. Second giveaway is to my newsletter subscribers. So if you aren't already subscribed to my newsletter, there's a link in the description. Go over there, become an active subscriber, because after the second game, I will go pull the names from that list and put you in the pot to win the book.
And then actual pot. Will you have an actual pot, or are you going to do it?
I found one of those websites that has a little wheel to make it
it's organized, but I do love the idea of the pot.
I know. Maybe next time. Next book I'll do, or next giveaway I'll do that. And
you could have a Greek pot. I should
go find
you could speak to the British Museum. They have loads. Maybe they lend you some. They swiped a load of them. I'm sure that they wouldn't miss 1 or 2. That would be fine.
Yes, I love that. Richard has also wonderfully popped in the link to subscribe to that newsletter. Well, Martin, I have pot, but not that kind. I can get you
please.
I don't know. Is that legal in the UK? I feel like it is. I feel like the US is the last to get things legalized because we're lame.
Moving on.
I'm sure the Greeks would have if they didn't already. Where was I? Games. Okay. First game. We're going to play Would You Rather, just some fun Greek-themed Would You Rathers, and feel free to give us your answer in the chat, and then I'll look through those. Okay, Emma, so first, would you rather be forced to face Medusa or the Minotaur?
Medusa would be fine. I feel that Medusa, very, very misunderstood. I just wouldn't look directly at her. We'd probably have a nice chat. That would be fine. Medusa every time.
I agree. I would just keep my eyes down and have coffee and listen to her. The Minotaur.
And I think in some retellings, it's only men that are turned to stone anyway.
I may or may not work something like that into.
There you go.
Later book. Richard, I do have an Excel spreadsheet. Well, okay, sorry, sheets. I know there's a difference. I have a sheet on my other screen that has me keeping track of all of these things. So sorry to offend you with the sheets, but okay.
Why didn't you just tell him that there were spreadsheets? Come on, make his day.
I mean, so it is a spreadsheet, but it's not an Excel spreadsheet. There's a big difference between sheets and Excel. But that's a completely different topic.
Yeah, I'm not here for that, honestly. I'm here for the Greek mythology, not the spreadsheets.
That'll be a live stream that I have with Richard some other day. Yeah. So chat says, let's see. Richard wants to know if any of the games involve Excel. Stephen is sad that there are things that are not legal for him. It happens.
Yeah. What can we do?
Alicia agrees with Medusa. Alexa, Medusa. Oh, Nikki is going to go for the Minotaur. See, I don't know if he's sentient enough to be able to have like understand what you're saying, but like he's in a labyrinth that probably just smells like cows. And I'd rather be outside.
Yeah.
But Karen also agrees, or I guess doesn't want to hang out with Medusa because of her fear of snakes.
Okay, I get that.
And Richard agrees with Medusa. So great. Next question. Would you rather have the wisdom of Athena or the charms of Aphrodite?
Oh. I'm supposed to say the wisdom.
I would say charms because I feel like
this is there. I'll go with wisdom, but you know that I mean the charm. Can you imagine how fantastic?
You already have the charms, Emma.
It's true, but I already have the wisdom as well, so I don't need either. Maybe I'd go for the charm. That could be more useful than the wisdom. I appreciate I should say the wisdom, but I feel that the charm is actually more useful in life. I'm going to go for the charm. I'm going to be honest and go for the charm.
Perfect. Okay, and let's see. Alexa says Athena. Mark says charm. Well, we all know Mark is very charming. Richard agrees with Athena. Wisdom for Alicia. Oh, Richard agrees that you're very charming, Emma.
Thank you, Richard.
And Karen and Nikki both agree with wisdom. Karen says she's already
That's true. Good point. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I don't actually want to speak to many people.
You don't want to talk to anybody.
I hadn't thought of that. That's a whole other aspect.
And Martin would go for the charm. Stephen, longevity was not an option.
That's not an option. We're not just choosing like anything here.
So would you rather?
Society has rules for a reason, Stephen. Come on.
Okay, here's a fun one, you guys. Would you rather be seduced by a bull or a swan?
Okay, so here's my thought process. I don't really like swans in general. I don't really like the way that, like, birds are very pretty, but I don't really want them close to me with the wings and things. Yeah. But logistically, probably going to be a better situation than the bull, is what I'm thinking.
Do you not have good carpentry skills?
Good point. It's a good point. Yeah, I do not have carpentry skills. But I don't know a lot about the swan's anatomy because you know about duck bits.
I do know about duck things.
With
those
the
terrifying.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's not the same with swans because that would be terrifying. So I'm actually thinking bull.
I mean, there is. I've seen that erotica with a minotaur on the cover. So
yeah.
I don't really want to be seduced by either of them. I guess I wonder if it's like, are they guaranteed success in seducing me? Because a swan, I could just like.
Oh yeah, if they were just like, "Hey, honey," and you were like, "No, you're
like,
right.
No, thank you." It's easier to deter a swan's advances than a bull's advances. And my editor would tell you that I'm a big fan of birds. One of her comments was like, "Stop talking about the birds." And I didn't notice until I did my final proofread, and I was like, oh yeah, I do mention like birds, I don't know, singing or flying. I don't know. Birds, they're there.
It's fine.
It's a good thought process, Emma. I like it. Karen and Alexa just don't want to be seduced at all.
But that's not the option. Come on, people. Yeah, you know the rules. It's not, you don't want to be. We have to choose one.
Nikki's going for the bull.
Go big or go home.
If one's been seduced, sure, one is happier either way. That's fair, Martin. That is fair.
Really? Is it though?
If you've been successfully seduced, I guess you're just happy to be there. Steven, you and alimony. Oh boy. Duck bits with the hand motion. Yes. Mark, I don't know if you know about the duck bits, but it's
the thing.
So do yourself a favor, don't look it up.
Do look it up.
Yeah, of course, Nikki, you would know the name of that book.
There's always one in the chat, isn't there?
She's my favorite one. Oh my gosh. They can come to the birds can come to her picnic scene. Alexa was writing a book, and she's got a picnic scene that her characters kept talking about like 3 or 4 different times within a scene. And I'm like, enough with the picnic. Richard would eat the swan.
You'd be in trouble then if it was the UK, because don't all the swans belong to the king?
What kind of eating, though?
Oh,
this isn't your mom's stream. The bull just sounds painful. I mean, yes, but so does the swan.
You don't know. I've never. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Actually,
I don't know. All right, let's move on to the.
Let's move on.
Would you rather be turned into a bear by an angry Artemis or a spider by an angry Athena?
A bear. Because then you can hibernate all winter. You can rub against trees. And you're like really powerful. And also you've got all fur and you could just like cuddle yourself.
That's
Whereas
true.
the spider, like, people are just going to try and step on you.
That's true. That's true.
Definitely bear.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Spider doesn't come with the hibernation, and I'm really interested in the hibernation.
Yeah, the hibernation, I could really get behind that.
And
spiders eat flies. Bears can eat honey and fish and stuff.
That's true. That's true.
I don't want to eat flies.
Yeah. Okay. What does chat say?
I am already furry. It's true, actually, Richard. I am an exceptionally hairy person.
What? I could say something. I'm not going to say anything.
Well done.
We're all kidding. The filter is working for these 5 seconds right now. Mostly everybody wants to be a bear. Nobody wants to be spiders.
No. Why would you want to be a spider? I mean,
Alexa. Oh, Alexa says bears, they live longer. I can finally pet a bear. I can break all the fences in the neighborhood. Alexa lives down the street from me, and we do have black bears that come out in the spring and summertime. And her house happens to be on like a bear highway, and so they climb over her fence and break her fence specifically.
Oh, so cute though.
They're so cute. Oh, they're just little black bears. I mean, they're big, but they're not like grizzly bears. Yes, everybody's bear shifters are a thing. Spider shifters, not so much. They could be a thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe it's untapped market.
Yes, I think so. Okay, last question for this game. Would you rather be chained to a rock and have your liver eaten every day for eternity, or push a giant rock up a hill for eternity?
push the giant rock up the hill because you could just stop whenever you liked. Like there was never anybody standing behind him, like with a whip or anything. He's always just shown in pictures, just like pushing the rock. So just do it a little bit, hang out.
But if you stop, the rock's gonna squish you.
Well, no, you just like put your back against it. I mean, if you can move it, if you can physically move it, then you can kind of just like pop up against it, have a little, you know, a snack, whatever, chat with your mates, do a little bit more. It's got to be better than having your liver pecked out.
You know, I hadn't thought about it like that. Yeah, I agree. I like spent all this time trying to come up with like good questions that were going to be hard to decide. And nope, they were all easy decisions to me.
There we go. Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Before we
Everybody's going up the hill, up the hill, up the hill. Nobody wants their liver pecked out. Weird.
Everybody loves a good workout. Yes. I don't like a good workout, but you know.
Compared to having your liver pecked out, though. I mean, come on.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, let me. Here's the next question for the giveaways. Does everybody trust me to honestly pick it randomly, or do you want to? Does everybody want to see? Okay.
We don't. No, we're joking. Of course we do.
I mean, I can figure out how to show my screen to show the wheel and it go.
I mean, I think that looks funky anyway and adds to the drama, but we trust you.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Can I do this if I click?
Yeah,
this?
You can press share and then just choose the correct tab. Do you want me to keep everyone entertained while you're doing it so no one realizes how long it's
I'm trying to figure out how to switch my screen layout.
That's okay. It won't be awkward. We can just, we'll just carry the conversation.
I feel like everyone in the chat knows me well enough that they're like, yeah, this tracks.
Martin wants me to dance. I'm not dancing for Eloise. No way.
What if I paid you?
Get me to dance. That's not in the contract.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
It's going the whirly, whirly, whirly. Yay!
Yay! Okay, so, whoop. So we have 4 whole people that knew how to follow directions really well.
Yeah.
So we're going to spin and see who wins the first signed copy.
It wasn't difficult, people, you know.
Grace wins the first signed copy.
Well done, Grace.
I have to stop sharing. Okay. Well done for following instructions.
Yeah.
Yay.
Congratulations.
I feel like I'm very anticlimactic because there was only 4.
It was amazing.
It was fabulous. Awesome. Okay, I think I'm on top. I am ahead of schedule. Wow.
Oh, did you set it up so that you knew how long everything would take? Oh,
about all the things. Yes.
That's awesome. I love it.
I was also tempted. I was looking for a quiz to share with everyone of like, what Greek god are you? But all of the quizzes were awful. So then yesterday, I was like, I should just make my own quiz. And I wasn't able to do it in time. Next time.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
No, I just I was kind of led to believe there'd be a quiz.
I know.
So
sorry.
And it's awkward.
Thanks, Mark. Mark's gotta go do work. So to make it up to you, I'll let you pick the next game. You can either Snog, Shag, Kill, or Guess the God.
Guess the God, and then so we can finish with
finish strong.
Whatever it was.
So you get to guess the god who seduced a woman in the form of the animal, and I'm going to give you the name of or I'm going to give you the animal.
I guess Zeus. There we go. Done.
There's a twist. There's more than Zeus.
Richard says Emma refused to play Snog, Marry, Avoid on my stream. That's because he suggested that it was just literally me playing it.
What?
And
No!
everyone just like laughing.
That's not Richard. Oh boy. Okay. I have, believe it or not, 7 animals, and they're not all Zeus.
Oh, Zeus. I'm sure I only know the Zeus one, so I'm going to fail miserably.
Okay, so the first one, it's gonna start off like, okay, it's kind of weird, and then get subsequently weirder.
Super.
So to start off, you have a stallion.
A stallion. Okay.
And
Now,
also, chat can guess too.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. A stallion. I don't think that one is Zeus.
Nikki, the choices are any god that has a male appendage. Because
so it's all boys.
The goddesses are not. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
What are you gonna go turn into an animal? I just want to take a nap. I'm not gonna turn into an animal to try and get some.
Fair enough.
Yes, Richard, thank you. A penis. Great. Thank you.
That's your moderator. That's the person that you chose to moderate your chat. Out of all of these people. Alexa suggests Aries. I think that is actually a smart choice because kind of god of war, stallion, war and everything. That's quite good. I mean, I automatically go to Zeus, but not all of them are Zeus. I'm not wanting to kind of just go Zeus.
Yeah.
But maybe I should. I can't imagine Poseidon. I don't want to imagine any of them, actually.
Oh, we're getting other Poseidon guesses.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Aries. I'm going with Aries. It's going to be Poseidon now, isn't it?
It is Poseidon. So he transformed into a stallion to seduce Demeter, his sister. So we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, he transformed. I thought that he was seducing the stallion.
No, so these are what the god turned into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yes, Richard.
That's okay. Cat's here.
Hi, Cat.
Richard, yes, you win.
Yes, Richard wins because he guessed first. You win snaps. Because I know
Nicole seems surprised about the sister.
Yeah. Oh, Nikki, honey.
Yeah.
This is Greek mythology.
This is not surprising. I mean,
I don't know why everybody like freaked out about George R.R. Martin doing that first.
Yes.
It's old news over here.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one, a bull. Which there's actually two of them transformed into a bull.
Yeah, so Zeus did it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeus definitely did it.
Because why not?
This has been a long time.
Yes, Emma went to school for this, and I have just been obsessed since middle school. So,
yeah. So in my school, when I was 11 in the UK, at 11 we go to secondary school, and for the first year we did classical civilization as one of our classes. But so basically, we just sat there for a lesson each week and listened to stories, and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely the best. And then it changed to Latin, which was cool. But then at university, I did ancient history, and I did as much like Greek mythology as I possibly could. I'm doing that, but
did you get to dress up as in like togas and stuff?
No, because it wasn't primary school. Like we were at university. Did you get to dress up in togas?
Well, I'll have you know,
did we get to make pots out of clay as well in the middle of our seminars? No.
My version of that, we did get to dress up in togas.
Well, yours sounds better, but whatever.
It was so much fun. It was better. Toga stream, please.
Definitely. Okay. Zeus did. Obviously, then you had the Minotaur that was born, that was
Yes.
half
But that
bull.
was just a bull and a lady.
Yeah.
Gosh, what was her name? Ariadne's mom. I did not like her in Circe. It's interesting to read the different retellings too, because when I read Circe, I was like, I did not like her. And then reading Ariadne, I was like, oh, okay. She's all right.
Yeah, she's okay. I don't know. I'm stuck. I need other people to go. Poseidon again. Is it literally just those two, like all the time?
Yeah. Like these two brothers.
Bros, like all the time. I was going to say Poseidon. I was like, it's not going to be Poseidon again. I'm just guessing here.
Martin, you're right in that there was some horse seduction in Norse mythology, but this house is a Greek mythology house.
Yes.
Thank you.
Get out with your Norse stuff.
Take your Norse stuff and take a hike.
Yeah. Although also don't stay for the rest of the stream.
Stay.
Yeah, stay.
So Nikki has just read Song of Achilles, and that's the extent of her knowledge. Yay. That's okay. You're welcome here. I forgive you.
As long as you're taking notes.
Yes. I will be happy to hold a Eloise teaches you about Greek mythology stream.
That would be amazing. That would be properly amazing. I would love that.
Yes. Okay. Next one
helps. Yes, definitely.
Next
you will not be able to outline your chapters without us.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Next one is a dolphin.
Oh,
there's a trend here.
Yeah, that's Poseidon, isn't it? Again. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Poseidon. Okay, so yeah, that one was kind of obvious.
Those brothers.
A swan.
The swan was Zeus, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that one's a better known one. Okay, so here we're getting into there's two more.
Okay. Getting into the dodgy stuff.
Because I was also like, excuse me, what? And we're not talking about the golden shower, because that's not even an animal. Zeus just...
No, that's just like, yeah. This
is so weird.
It's just so weird. It's like, how again? What?
Oh yeah, Richard. I'm trying to remember the detail. I can't even remember her name. King didn't want his daughter to hook up with anybody, so he locked her in a tower, but there was like no ceiling or like a grate on the ceiling or something. And so Zeus was like, haha, bet. And turned into a rain cloud or something, and like rained on her, but gold. So golden shower.
And she got pregnant.
And she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the baby was Perseus.
Yes. How exciting. I feel like that was left out of the part with the Percy Jackson books, but I also haven't read it. So
I haven't read the Percy Jackson books.
I haven't either. I'm too old, I think. I tried and I was like, I can't connect to this 11-year-old.
Fair enough.
Surprisingly enough. Okay. Tortoise.
A tortoise? That's a tortoise. Really that one. That's got to be Poseidon again.
Nope.
No. Okay, Zeus then.
Nope.
Okay.
This one's a weird one.
Okay.
And yes, Nikki, pregnancy magic.
Yeah.
Nope, Richard, it's not Zeus or Poseidon.
Listen, come on. Ares wouldn't choose a tortoise. Ares
is actually like one of the most straight and narrow kind of dudes.
Apart from Hephaestus, it's not going to be Hephaestus. Come on.
I mean, in my version.
Hermes wouldn't choose a tortoise because Hermes is like super fast.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I'm so fed up of just being really, really fast. I just really want to seduce a woman at like 0 speed and then regretting not turning into a sloth. And Hades wouldn't do anything like that.
No.
I don't know. I'm out.
It was Apollo.
Apollo. Oh, he could be quite kinky. Yeah.
Apollo seduced a. Oh, is this? I can't. Let me go look up if it's a nymph or a woman.
As a tortoise. I mean, I can't imagine she got much out of it, to be honest.
You seen that? What's that turtle video with the noises?
I don't want to know about this. Whatever this is, I do not want
to know. Of a tortoise mating and
okay.
making tortoise mating noises, and now I'm only going to be able to imagine Apollo. Dryope, Dryope.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know. Okay.
Richard is apparently an expert in tortoises mating, so that's good to know that we have one of those in the house.
Nikki would be okay with being seduced by a tortoise.
Oh, there we go. That's a lot of information about someone I hadn't met before. So good.
Okay, last animal is an ant.
An ant?
First of all, can we take a moment to imagine being seduced by
I don't want to take a moment to imagine this.
Why? Why would a god be like, you know what?
You know what? Tickle action. Yeah. An ant.
I gotta
I mean, obviously it's so tiny. Like, I can't imagine any of the like big gods being willing to make themselves that small.
See, so as far as I can understand, I feel like all the gods are just like they do the seducing in the form, and then I'm assuming they stop being that form when they're trying to fornicate.
You think about this too much. I'm going to be honest with you.
It's more than a Roman Empire for me.
Fair enough.
My entire personality, apparently.
Okay. We'll go with Zeus because it's generally him that does weird stuff.
You're right.
There we go.
And she was a princess that was seduced by Eurymedusa. Okay. A princess of northern Greece who was seduced by Zeus in the form of an ant. And their son was named Myrmidon, which translates to Ant-Man.
Nice. How would you explain that though? Like,
I don't know.
How would anyone believe you?
I mean,
how did the man get in to seduce you? Well, it was an ant, and it crept in like under the door,
and then whispered sweet ant nothings in my ear. Buzz. Okay. Was that fun? What is it? Let's
fun.
See what the chat is saying.
It was a good game. You're doing a good job. You're doing really well.
Thanks.
You haven't messed up at all yet. I'll let you know if you do.
I'm trying very hard. Let's see. Had lots of guesses for the different gods. Zeus. Alexa can't imagine how. The ant. I don't know. Would you still love me if I was an ant? Oh, if I was a worm. I haven't asked my husband that because I don't really want to know the answer.
You need to know the answer.
He would probably tell me to get out.
No, he wouldn't.
So that's what all the sugar ants are doing when they sneak into my house. Yep, Lauren.
That'll be it.
What it is.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, I think that must, Kat, I agree. It must be the inspiration for Ant-Man. I mean, the comics they pull from Norse mythology and Greek mythology and all that.
Yeah.
So why not? Let's just take Ant-Man and make it real.
Exactly.
She felt creepy crawlies going up her leg. Can you imagine, like, she feels the tickle and she's like, ah!
And he just jumps out of the way.
Or he just gets mushed and you're like, oh.
How was Zeus the Almighty destroyed? Well, funny story.
Yes. She said Norse, arrest her.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. I am going to, it's time for our second giveaway.
Woo.
With our 38 active subscribers that I need to pull names from.
Zeus destroyed by thunder thighs.
She's knocking him out with those American thighs. Let's see. Okay. And I gotta copy and paste and then get rid of me and my husband because he doesn't.
Oh, he might want to win a copy.
He doesn't need to win a copy. He needs to pay.
Oh.
Which he would definitely complain about. Just getting rid of some of these last names before I put them on the internet for everyone to see. How's everybody's Tuesday going?
My Tuesday's going well, thank you.
Lovely.
Tuesday's always like the first day of the week for me because Monday we kind of take a day off because we're lazy.
I love that.
I know. It makes it a really nice start to the week. It's like, oh, it's Monday. It's like, that's okay. We're going to go out for the afternoon. We're going to get some lunch, do some shopping, come back, have some date night. It's pretty good.
Love that. Okay. Let's see. Let me get the names on here.
Richard says, what do you have a day off from? I'm like, exactly. That's how great my life is. It's awesome.
One day. Okay. All right. These are the faces that I make when I'm working.
It's awesome. I love it.
All right.
Oh, Martin's saying to be nice to me. Thank you, Martin.
Okay. Let me share my screen. I have to remember. Okay, here we go.
How many names are we left with?
We have 38 this time.
Okay.
Can you guys see the screen?
Let's go for it.
All right, here we go.
You sure you don't have two names the same, though?
I have some initials.
Christina!
Woo! She wins a signed copy. Yay, she'll be very excited for that. Great. Okay. Oh, are we doing... We're doing like... Great. Okay. Woo! All right.
Well done, Christina.
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great.
I think so. We've really held it together well, to be honest.
I wasn't sure how many tangents we were going to go on with these games. So I was like, okay, 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so now for, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to logistically get the names of all my live stream people quickly while I also play this game.
Oh, smart. Smart.
Richard, it's too late.
Too late for that. You all had your chance.
That's why I announced it at the beginning, so y'all had a chance to sign up while we were talking for the first 20 minutes.
Exactly.
45 minutes.
Live with your regrets.
Yes. How about, as we're talking, I will also be typing.
You can do that, definitely. This is not going to go wrong.
I can definitely.
I have absolute belief in you. You will not believe the amount of belief that I have that you can do this.
So first round of Snog, Shag, Kill. I'm assuming everyone in the chat knows how to play this. I'm going to give 3 names. You are going to pick which one you are going to Snog. For the Americans, the ones that you're going to make out with. Shag. I feel like Americans know that word because of Austin Powers.
Fair enough.
And Kill. So
everybody knows Kill. Unalive.
Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Poseidon, definitely weird, so we'll kill Poseidon. We will Snog Zeus, and Hades is pretty hot. We'll shag Hades.
I like that.
I reckon. What about you? We need your answers.
Yeah, I think the same. Poseidon just weirds me out with the dolphin thing, and he probably smells like seaweed and like low tide. So yeah, probably shag Hades, Snog Zeus, just to like see what all the fuss is about. I mean, yeah, they'll probably be disappointed. And then killed Poseidon.
Yeah, there we go. Good choices.
Thanks.
Good choices.
Do you want to read off some of the chat? If you
really, can I have that power?
You're a moderator and co-host.
Well, it's just after what happened with Andy's stream a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know if anybody was going to let me. Okay, so we have right. So it was Alexa said marry Hades, which wasn't an option. Kill Zeus and Snog Poseidon. Richard says Snog Poseidon. Shag Zeus, kill Hades. Karen, Snog Poseidon, shag Hades, kill Zeus. Martin is asking, does shag include the rain cloud thing? No, the rain cloud was like an emergency situation, I feel. In this
Wait, is he wanting the rain cloud?
If you want it, ask for it. If you don't ask, you don't get.
That's true.
Is all I would say that. I have weird taste in men. Well, so does Eloise in that case. That's fine. Nicole said, Snog Poseidon, shag Hades, kill Zeus. Richard said, can we replace shag with hug? No. Alexa, Hades is the only good husband. Exactly. Yeah, very true. And Alicia, Snog Zeus, shag Hades, kill Poseidon. Richards is, I'm going to do that. Okay. Karen says, I'd be afraid I'd catch something from Zeus. Okay, good point.
That's fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
But just since gods don't get like sick because they're immortal, do they also contract STDs and STIs? Magic. They abracamagic.
See, this is it's wonderful the way that these discussions go and what we lead on to and the great thinking that
these happens. Are the real questions that keep me up at night.
Yeah. Karen says, why chance it? Because we have to, because Eloise said that we had to choose.
Yeah, you gotta choose.
Right, Karen. Eloise said.
You're playing the game, you gotta choose.
Yeah.
This live chat is not letting me scroll all the way up. This is very annoying. I'm gonna have to get on my phone. Okay.
Oh, you can't find everybody.
I'm just trying to make sure I include everyone. Okay, next one. So these next 3 are not gods, so they could have the ick.
Okay.
Theseus, Hercules, and Perseus. So for the new to mythology people, Theseus is the hero from Athens that went and slayed the Minotaur and then became king of Athens and then I think he joined Hercules with his quests, or the Argonauts, I can't remember. Hercules, we should all know that guy from the Disney movies, but
Hercules.
12 labors. And then Perseus is the hero that slew Medusa with the help of Athena.
Mm-hmm.
A
Okay.
little salty about it. So
Theseus.
Hercules.
Theseus was completely awful to Medea.
That's true. I'm not
I'm going to kill him because he was horrific. Perseus, he kind of had to kill Medusa to get the head for his mum. It wasn't the nicest thing to do, but I will snog him. I will marry Hercules because I believe until he killed his wife and kids, he was a pretty good husband until that point.
That's
I don't
true.
think that we hear anything bad about him until that point.
That's very true. So,
so if we could just have a word with Hera.
That's true. That's true. So, that actually kind of ties into that. I wrote a short story about Hera's point of view for Hercules and how she drove him to madness because she just hates him for according to me, it's because she just wants to hurt Zeus. But yes, so for those of you who don't know, he was driven to madness by Hera, queen of the gods, because she is typically portrayed as a wrathful, spiteful queen. And he murdered his wife and children in a fit of rage. And then I think I know that's why he went on his 12 labors, was to repent from that. But then I believe he was cursed by Hera still to only be he was destined to be killed by his wife, his next wife. Lucky guy.
Yeah, lucky guy. But if you could just speak to Hera.
Yeah.
In fairness, when she liked somebody, she was very loyal to them.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, she could hold a grudge.
Just don't be an illegitimate son of Zeus. That's
exactly
all you gotta do.
Just get on her good side, and then you'd be fine. What about you?
Oh, let's see. Trying to remember. I think I'm going to kill Theseus because he was just I did not like him at all.
Fair enough.
Shag Hercules because like me, a big burly guy. And snog Perseus.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, let's change it up and have some ladies. So Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. And those were the three who fought over the golden apple that Eris stole there and caused the Trojan War.
Okay. Kill Hera in case she took against me. Snog Athena and shag Aphrodite because she's going to be the best, isn't she? Let's be honest.
Yeah. I agree. That's going to be the same for me.
Yeah.
Aphrodite's she's the one. She's the one who knows.
Yeah.
Do all the things.
She's like the expert. If you're going to go for one, you may as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
go big or go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking most of us, everyone in the chat's agreeing with our thought process.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alexa says it is super hard not to be an illegitimate child of Zeus. There's so many. You're kind of special if you're not one.
Yeah, it's true. You never know. Okay. Ooh, let's change it up and make it weird. Chiron, Medusa, or the Minotaur?
Okay. Shag Medusa, as long as the snakes don't, as long as you don't die,
you gotta have the lights off, right?
Fair enough, because it could be kind of kinky. Okay, so it was Chiron, it was Medusa, and it was the Minotaur. Snog Chiron, kill the Minotaur. There we go. Decided.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. So for anybody who doesn't know, Chiron's a centaur. So half man, half horse. Top half man, bottom half horse. Medusa's got the snakes. I feel like she also had some other things going on since she was
really? No, but she was like a really boring Gorgon. She didn't have anything. She didn't have
like the teeth and the wings and the.
No, she didn't have wings. She was supposed to be beautiful, and that's why Poseidon went and decided to have his way with her.
Yeah.
Which is what caused all the trouble. She was just like a regular pretty girl.
More of a reason to kill Poseidon. And then the Minotaur's got the bull on the top half and the human in the middle half, because doesn't he has like,
I don't know,
hooves, but like man arms and chest. man, middle, bull, other parts.
It's not going to be good.
No, it's not. Emma, Richard.
Thank you, Richard. Your moderator.
Tut. Minotaur is jacked. I mean, in all the depictions I've ever seen of him, yeah, he's jacked. Yeah. He's ripped.
Yeah.
And reading Circe, I was traumatized reading that scene. God. I was like, oh no. No. My experience was not bad at all. Okay. Making it weird. I broke Alexa's brain. Nikki says, shag Chiron, kill Medusa, snog the Minotaur. Karen wouldn't kill Medusa. Richard. The Minotaur would make your eyes water. A flabby Minotaur. Imagine a non-ribbed
Minotaur. Just no.
Minotaur who let himself go.
Yeah, he just kind of like lounges around watching Netflix all day in the cave.
That poor thing, but also ick. Okay. How many more do you want to do? Still got time to be nonsensical, but I also respect your time.
But you've got your phone call.
I do. It's in an hour.
Oh, it's in an hour. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. I had the time difference messed up. Yeah. I thought it was like now.
Yeah. No. I specifically was like, I can't talk to you until 2.
Can't do it.
I have prior commitments. Okay, here's one. Ares, Aphrodite, and Hephaestus. Hephaestus. Okay. How do you pronounce it again?
Hephaestus.
I'm always afraid I'm going to pull a Rebecca Yarros when I'm talking about my character names.
What did she do?
So a bunch of her names are Gallic.
Yeah.
Not Gaelic. And then she didn't take the time to figure out how to pronounce them properly. So she was just super mispronouncing them.
Oh.
And so a TikTok person who speaks Gallic was like, that's not actually how you pronounce it. And so I don't know, appropriating or something. I don't know.
I think that's mean. I think if you are a reader, then you read a lot, and obviously you're a reader, and there's a lot of words that you kind of understand, but maybe you don't pronounce properly. Like I know a lot of people didn't know how to say Hermione, apparently when Harry Potter first came out. And they came up with all kinds of weird versions of it, just seeing the name, because they hadn't heard the name before. And she's just coming up with names for her. But why do people have to overthink so much?
I think on one hand, I agree with you. But on the other hand, she picked these names because they potentially sounded or looked a certain way and didn't necessarily... I don't know. There's the two. I don't know her well enough to know her thought process of naming her characters. Me, I'm like, okay, I want the name to be fit in the world with the Greek stuff and mean something or whatever. So I don't know if she went about like that, or if she did that classic white lady of like, oh, it just looks pretty and looks different.
But it's not like, it's, you know, it's fantasy. It's not actually set like in a
Right.
in historical. I don't know. I'm just like,
I know. People
I feel
like
there's enough things in the world to like get upset about, and this is like, just who cares? It's her book. Do you know what? Yeah, it's her book. She can say the names in it however she likes. There you go.
Yeah.
If she wants to pronounce them a certain way, there we go. It's her book.
Yeah. I mean, if I ever get to the point of being, I feel like that's an indicator of being popular and big enough. If you're big enough that you have people blatantly bitching about you on TikTok and stuff, it's like, wow, clearly
There we go. Made it.
I've arrived. No one's going to complain about me in the way I mispronounce things until who knows when, probably never. So
Maybe someday.
But Ares, Aphrodite, and Hephaestus.
Okay. So Hephaestus was, I think he was a pretty good husband, wasn't he? To Aphrodite, as far as I can remember.
Sure.
He is kind of like misshapen and stuff, isn't he?
Yes. So Hephaestus is the son of Zeus and Hera. Yeah. And he is, I don't know if he was already, what's the word I want to say? Was like born with some birth defects, or if once Zeus yeeted him, or Hera, whichever version you want, whoever yeeted him off of Mount Olympus, if he then became disfigured because of that. But so he's the only one of the Olympians that wasn't like physical perfection. And also happened to be married to Aphrodite.
I mean, I kind of want, if you're going for the gods, I kind of want physical perfection. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
There's not much else to them. I think I would marry Ares because he's all like tough and be all protective and stuff, maybe. I'd kill Hephaestus and I'd shag Aphrodite. Although, no, I missed one out, didn't I? Because sometimes we're doing shag, sometimes we're doing marry.
Yeah. Snog, shag, kill. So you're just snogging. You're just snogging.
Okay. I would kill Hephaestus, sorry, but about the only good thing about being with the Greek gods is the physical perfection. And I would snog Ares, shag Aphrodite.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm working on a prequel kind of thing with Ares and Aphrodite in that love story. And in my version, Hephaestus is not a nice guy. Kind of jealous, and it takes place before and after the marriage of Aphrodite to Hephaestus. So, based off of my opinion of it, I'm definitely killing him and snogging Ares, and snogging Aphrodite and shagging Ares, because in my head, Ares is Jason Momoa.
Okay.
So chat says Alexa would marry Hephaestus, snog Aphrodite, kill Ares. And then we're discussing. So Karen, it depends. There's so many different versions of these myths. Depends on which source material you want to kind of decide is like your one that you pick over the others. Yes, and some, and that's the ones that I like, is that Hera crafts Hephaestus without Zeus. Either just because, or in response to a kind of like a reflection of how Zeus and Athena, but Zeus didn't even craft Athena by himself. He like swallowed his first wife. Just casually, whatever. So Hephaestus can make you cool things. A+ husband.
That's true.
He can make you nice things, or he could also make you a crown that chains you to a chair. So
also, yeah.
What are we thinking? We're thinking maybe one more, and then we can do
Cool.
the live stream giveaway.
Cool.
Have
you got all the names?
I got as many as I could. It isn't letting me scroll all the way to the top.
Oh.
I don't know what to do.
Maybe it's okay. We can check. Don't worry. You do the next one.
Okay.
And I will help, and we can go through the names and check. And it's all going to be fine.
Persephone, Demeter, and Hades. So.
Okay. Shag Hades. You know I have a thing for Hades.
Yeah.
Kill Demeter. Oh, such a whinge bag.
She is.
Snog Persephone. There we go.
Yeah. Probably same.
We're very, very similar in these things. I like that.
We are.
It's pretty good. Okay, let's check that we have everybody's names from the beginning of the stream.
Yeah,
so,
I missed the earlier stuff.
So you got Richard, you got Nicole, you got Alexa, you got Karen, you got Alicia, you got Martin.
Mm-hmm.
You got Nicole. I might read out people's names twice because I'm like that. You got Stephen. Yeah, there we go. I think we've got everybody. Andy's not showing up for some reason.
I've got Andy. Yeah. I know Pat popped in, Mark and Amy, and I think Esty Houston popped in.
Did she? I don't remember Esty being here. That's cool. I didn't say hello. That's sad.
I thought I saw her. Oh, yeah, she. Where was it? She popped in a minute. I don't know. If I missed you and you're watching this playback and you were here, I apologize. Okay. So, and before I do the last giveaway, let me look at the new comments and see if anybody else is agreeing. Whoa, hide. My bad.
Yeah, apologies.
Why do you keep naming ships from sci-fi films? Oh, that's like the planets or the constellations or anything. The lawyers got me. Stephen.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By accident.
By accident. Yeah, I should have said that. You just click on them and they show up on the screen and it's really good.
Yeah, I just hadn't hovered over them for longer than 2 seconds. Okay, great.
And Kim.
Oh, there's Kim. We're going to add Kim Smith.
Oh, you nice.
Yes. Just in time.
Just in time
for the live stream giveaway. Okay. Let me pop onto here and copy. Okay, let me go back to sharing my screen. All right, this is the last giveaway for today. Can you enter a drum roll? That someone is Ben Pick. No, Ben has to be here. I know he's
not
also
Richard.
But he's got to be present
between those two, though.
Or present to enter. Present. Share the screen. You'd think I'd be more, confident. Okay. Drum roll, please. Huzzah!
Well done.
Bravo, Karen. You worked very hard by attending today.
Good job.
Okay, so we have Grace and Karen
and Christina.
And Christina, that's right. Yay, our 3 winners.
Yay!
I know, Martin, you're very close. But
yeah. Never mind, Martin.
That's okay. So we can either keep chatting and playing games, or I can answer FAQs, or we can skedaddle. Whatever you choose. I have 20 more minutes before I...
It's your stream. You get to choose. You're in charge. It's also your publication day. So we should do exactly what you would like on your publication day.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, Karen says FAQs.
Okay.
I really have to go to the bathroom. So
You go to the bathroom. I'll take over. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
so it's all good. Okay, people. Right. So we're going to need to come up with some questions for Eloise, all about her book, or Greek gods and goddesses, or whatever we feel like. Honestly, I feel we could probably get Eloise to answer pretty much anything at this point. She's nice and relaxed in this stream, so we could probably take advantage a tiny bit if we would, if we really wanted to. Not that we would do that as her friends, but there's potential there. Maybe you'd like to know what research she did for the book, how long it took her to write her book, how many books are going to be in the series, anything like that. Maybe you'd like to take this opportunity to visit my YouTube channel and subscribe if you're not already, because it's pretty awesome. And it now has, I think, 502 videos, which is crazy. And you can subscribe for free and watch all of them if you wanted to. How good is that? You should definitely do that. Oh, hi.
Okay, from the other room, Emma, you're amazing. You're so wonderful. That's what I get for drinking a coffee.
Idiot. Thank you, Richard.
Okay, FAQs. All right. So I guess I'll just go in the chat. I do have some I do have some questions from Instagram if the chat
Did you wash your hands? Actually, we all want to know that.
Gets tired of asking questions. Okay, did Otura have I'm just gonna read from top to bottom and pick them. Alexa asks, did Otura have any inspiration from a real historical figure? So sort of. I don't know if she's real, but her inspiration was from I found her name when I was researching about the Amazons. I was trying to, I had the kind of question of where did they come from? So I started going down these different research rabbit holes, and I found Hippolyta, who appears in a number of different sources, such as the Hercules' 12 Labors. She also makes an appearance in, pretty sure she makes an appearance in Midsummer Night's Dream too, with Theseus for some reason. Shakespeare's just like, oh, let me just throw in Greek characters.
Yeah,
that's right, because I also played an Amazon as an extra on the days where anyway. So I had found those names, and then I came across Otura, and all it said was like first queen of the Amazons and literally nothing else. So I just kind of was like, okay, well, she clearly needs to have a story, because how do you just have like, oh yeah, first queen of the Amazons, no big deal, mother of people. So Richard asks, how many books will there be in the series? So Legend of the Amazons currently has 6 books planned. We'll see if I am able to consolidate those to just 5, or I hope I don't have to expand them to more.
We'll go with 6.
Yeah, we're going to go with 6 because that's a nice number. And I also have some planned like spin-offs and prequels and things like that. So I'm not going to have that kind of situation where what?
It's Buttercup.
Oh, hi, Buttercup. Oh, hi. Yay. Thank you for popping in. Did I wash my hands? Yes, Alicia, I washed my hands.
With soap?
Yes, with soap. I have one of those little auto soap dispensers.
Fancy.
Washed like the little raccoon that I am. Alicia wants to know, how long have I been working on this novel and what sparked the story? So as I mentioned, the question of where did the Amazons come from is what led me down this rabbit hole, and where I found Otura. And then from there, I just kind of like brainstorming just for fun. And then kind of I wanted to set out to write a book that I wanted to read. So having the tropes that I enjoyed enjoy like found family. I wanted to have a lot of female representation of just like every single kind of, not, I guess I can't get every single kind of, but as many different kind of female perspectives as possible. With women who wanted to be strong and defy the gender norms, and then the ones that are perfectly happy to do so. I have characters who are happily married and they want to stay married, and circumstances force them into a different situation. I've got all sorts of different sexual orientations, kind of gender orientations. They are not necessarily blatantly obvious. I mean, obviously, some of them are more obvious than others, but just kind of exploring what, how that would all work with women all coming together and creating this society, and also coming from like a more realistic kind of perspective, as opposed to that some origin myths are like, oh yeah, they were created by Ares out of clay, la la la. But more of like a, okay, women get together and they're sick and tired of the patriarchy kind of forcing them to do shitty things, and want to create something different. So, and I have been working on this novel. I'd been percolating on the idea since probably 2016, and then I started writing in 2019 as I was procrastinating on studying for my CPA exams. Maiden of Artemis has been a passion project since probably July or August of 2019. So a long time coming. Nikki wants to know what is my favorite part of the first book. Ooh. Oh, there's so many parts. Hang on, let me look up the chapter. Oh, there's so I have a lot of different twists and turns. I know, Emma, I gave you the book to read, and I no pressure in having read it prior to this, or at all, honestly. But I really like chapter 21, where it's kind of the midpoint turn. A big reveal happens in chapter 21, which I very much like. I did flush, Richard. I was muted.
I really liked when, I'm not going to give too much away for the story, but when they have to leave the original house that she comes from, and they're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and she first begins to kind of take charge, and everybody else is saying, you know, we need to do this, we need to do this, and she's just like, no. For the first time in her life, you know, this slave girl is just like, no, like, I'm in charge, this is what we're doing. And I thought that was really cool.
Thank you. Yes, it's the balance of like, I'm in charge, but I also have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I know I can't go back to the way things were. So we have to do something else. I don't know what it is, but it's not going to be what we were doing before.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. I had a question, because I believe that is she 20? Am I right?
Yes, she's 20. Why?
Because normally you, in books like this kind of book, the heroine would be younger than that. Did you? I was wondering if you went for 20, because that's quite a long time, because she's supposed to be hiding her sexuality, so that, you know. Did you go for that, for her to be a bit older, so that it wasn't quite as icky?
Yes. So that's the real.
Yeah, that's what I wondered.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's the trickiest. That's the trickiest part for writing historical fantasies, is that I'm either going to be as accurate as possible,
so they're like 12,
where in reality, she's probably 16. The things that happen would give modern audiences big ick. And I don't want to write a 16-year-old being in the situations that she's going to be in. And I realize this takes place in 1282 BCE. So like 3,000 years ago, 16-year-olds were on a different level of maturity because they had to be, and all that stuff. that doesn't change the fact that I don't want people thinking that this is a YA. I know some of the reviewers that have left reviews on Goodreads have kind of commented that it kind of feels YA. Like, I'm not, it's adult because of the adult situations and the adult themes. But like it's not as poetic and fancy with the writing. It's an easier book to consume than, say, something really pretty like Circe. So I'm okay with that. But I did not want anybody to be reading this and be like, Eloise is promoting the things that I definitely do not promote at all. So that's why I aged her up. And I know some of the reviewers are like, that's unrealistic that she's that old and is naive, but it's like,
it's unrealistic that goddesses appear to her.
Yeah,
like, let's move on. Like, who cares?
Yeah. Well, and I feel like Thea, who is her mentor character in this, because of her own background and experience, put so much effort into keeping Otrura sheltered from the truths of their world. So I don't know. In my mind, it makes sense.
Sure.
But thank you. That's a lovely question.
No, it was just I figured that's why you done it, and I just wanted to have it confirmed.
Yeah. Nikki wants to know if I included any completely original characters. Yes, the majority of my characters are completely original. The only ones that I haven't that aren't, and also the ones that aren't completely original are also my own spins on it. So the Greek gods obviously are not my own. And Otrura, her name is not my own, and her ultimate role as first queen of the Amazons, that's not something that I've created, but her personality and her history and everything like that is completely original, as is all of her sisters that she acquires throughout her journeys in this book and the next book. And there will be there's mentions of other either Greek characters, like Aegeus, Theseus's father is mentioned as a background kind of character to kind of just set the scene and place you where we are in the Greek mythology history. In future books, there will be other historical figures that are there, but other than that, very original. Hi again to Buttercup. Stephen wants to know what was the hardest part to write. I think there's an action scene in the mountains in chapter, what is it? I don't know. Chapter 8, and I think it's chapter 19, where there's some mythological creatures and there's a lot of choreography that I was trying to I had to get little salt and pepper shakers to be okay, this is what's happening. This is over here. That was really hard for me to write and took forever for me to just kind of work my mind around how I wanted that to happen. Also with the geography. So when I first wrote some of the scenes, I was oh yeah, and pine trees. And then I Googled it. There's not as many pine, the descriptions was a little different. And then the other tricky part that I hadn't really thought about until I was into it was there's 7 or 8 women as the main cast, and the pronoun use and making it clear that she said to her without making it really confusing, that was tricky. So
it's hard to write lots of characters in a scene.
There are, especially when they're all the same gender and everything that. So just making sure that they have unique voices and things like that. Those were the trickiest parts. Okay, here, let me. Richard to know, what was the biggest lesson you learned from writing book 1 that you will use for the next book? not getting too much into the description. I like to, I guess, write very vivid imagery, and I spend a bit too much time on my first drafts painting the picture. When it's all said and done, I just end up having to cut all of that out. Because it's like, all right, get to the point.
Oh,
Stop having this like long panoramic scenery and then, into the action. So I'll be working on improving that with book 2. And then I'm also going to work on improving pacing. I've got some mixed reviews. Some people are saying that the pacing is too fast. Some people are saying the pacing is too slow. I think the pacing's just right. So
I think it's just right. I think
it's just right. I think some people want that with the social media, and they want action, where I want to give my reader a chance to like breathe and say, okay, we're having a nice like introspective kind of moment versus just action constantly. So
sure.
I agree, Richard.
Oh, I don't.
Just kidding. There are male characters in my book, and they are not all awful. Like, there are some ambitious, aggressive ones that are motivating the characters to try and change things up. But there are characters who are not the worst ever. So
the worst.
Was it?
Oh,
I feel you, Alicia. How dare this story not be scandalous? Stephen wants to know, if this were to become a movie, which actors would you want for the main characters? I haven't put 2 thoughts into who I would want to have Ochura be.
That's really hard.
Definitely Jason Momoa for certain characters.
Just lots of them. Just any handsome man with Jason Momoa, and he can just wear a different mask or something.
Big burly handsome men.
Yeah. Or he could just have the name written on his chest, on his bare chest.
Exactly. Honestly, if it were to be made into a movie or a TV show, I'd want to find more indie kind of actors instead of using actors as images for what I reference. And maybe I'm the only weirdo here that does this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so you've been given this like movie contract, and somehow in this world, you're doing the casting, and you've got Jason Momoa, you've got
That's all I want. I don't care.
You're just like, no, I want some guy that still waits tables in Starbucks in West Hollywood because he's got an interesting face. Rubbish.
Specifically want Jason Momoa, but for all the ladies, I mean,
rubbish. I don't believe you.
I don't know.
I honestly think you're trying to be all fancy and all literary, and
no, honestly, like the models that I use for characters aren't even like, I don't even go find actors. I'm just like on Instagram and I'm like, oh, that person looks good. I'll like take a little screenshot, save it with the like name of the person so I can like reference back.
Just like random people.
Just like random people. Like, oh, there's this one Irish guy. He does a lot of ACOTAR reels where he's very nice looking. There's the guy who chops the wood. That guy.
Oh, the one that you sent me.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah, we like the guy with wood. Oh yeah, very nice.
So I don't think any brand big name actors, but they would all be looking very tasty and fine. Okay. And I would just be standing there. I wouldn't even care about being involved. Anyway, we're at 1:30, and that seems like a good time to stop. I keep ranting about attractive people on Instagram.
Everyone who knows you who's on Instagram is going to be really, really paranoid every time they put a picture on.
Like
checking that they look as good as possible.
It's complete strangers that I don't even.
If you see people like suddenly posing on Instagram in like togas and things, you're like someone wants to be in book 2.
Okay.
That's Paris. Paris, shush.
So. All right. Well, while Emma tells Paris to be quiet, I'm going to sign off and say, I guess, thank you everyone who joined me for the live stream, whether you're still here or if you had to go. I really appreciate all of you. Me feel so loved and supported on my release day for Maiden of Artemis. Yep. It's a good time. I'm still not very good at promoting myself, but
it's so pretty.
It is.
It's so pretty, and it is really good. Buy it, everyone.
Yes, and I've commissioned the artist to do all the other covers, so we're all going to have nice.
They're going to be all different colors.
Yes. So it's going to like slowly look like it's getting darker, like the sun is setting. It's going to be cohesive and unique, and I'm so excited. And I may be commissioning her to do character art too.
Fancy.
Because I am out of control.
Fair enough. There's my dog.
Yes. Anyway, Emma, do you want to sign off?
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me to come and be on with you today. It has been lots of fun. If you don't follow my channel, go and find it and check out some of my 502 or 503 videos that are on there. There might be something you like.
Yes. Thank you, Emma, for joining me. I really appreciate you and made the stream fun. And I knew that you would be able to provide very insightful answers to all of my silly games.
Yeah, very, very insightful, very well thought out.
Yes, perfect. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I have to go work at my real job now. So bye. Thank you, everyone.